Hello again, friends. It's Coach Heath of the Bar Athletics with another 7-minute recipe. So when we left off, I was finishing up this sweet potato venison chili, which I subbed some butternut squash, and I want to make it with a nice cornbread. So I'm going to go through that with you. It's quite simple. I love to make it from scratch, and it makes me feel good to use cornmeal and not just pop open that box. Now, if there's anything wrong with that, I'm not judging you. I swear, I'm judging you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the oven on at 400 degrees so I can go ahead and preheat that. God, I love gas. Not gas, but gas stove. So let's get that started and let's get into it. You can use whatever pan you want to use. I love this little, I've had this, I don't even know what it's called, for probably 15 years. So I'm just going to go ahead and lightly spray it and set it aside. From there, you just need a mixing bowl. Mine's still a little wet from the last one. What we're going to do is, again, cornmeal, you can find, again, I know I talk about it all the time, Mark's and Bob's Red Mill. I don't know what to tell you, like, it works. So we're going to do 1 cup of cornmeal. And I love, I'm obsessed with jars too, can you tell? So here's my cup of cornmeal. To that, well, this is a little bougie, but whatever. You will do 1 cup of, again, flour. I use an unbleached. I'm not judging you if you have bleached flour. Again, no judgment. Maybe just a little bit. To that, oh man, my place on my recipe. I hate when I do this. All right. Again, I'm going back with my organic, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to bore you. It's sugar, okay? I don't care if it's organic, this or that. It's sugar. I got that sweet tooth. I will admit it. I didn't say this is Heath's healthy cornbread. I said it's cornbread and it goes good with sweet potato venison chili. So to that, a teaspoon baking soda. Quite simple. I want to get really comfortable with this so I can start telling jokes while I do this. But I feel like I'll burn something or mess it up. So for now, I have to keep it together. 3/4, so I'm just going to use this one, of salt. 3/4. Again, I'll have the recipe of the ingredients in the comments for you. So that was about 3/4 teaspoon of salt. So that, I don't know why I do it this way, but I like this little egg beater. And I just like to mix all my dry ingredients that way. I don't know, there's something about that step in the process that I like. It just gives it that nice sifted look and feel. So I'm just mixing that well. It's a nice little dry mixture. I will set it aside. I'm going to take 2 eggs. Thank you, OD Greens. These I picked up on Saturday. I'm loving it. Although I did tell Don that he was getting lazy. He didn't put the cute little OD green tattoos on them. I'm like, all right, whatever. Well, actually, he said he was being lazy. I didn't say that. So, boom, pop that. Pardon while I drop down. I've been composting my scraps because I was gifted a composter, which I will show you in another video, by one of our members, Katie Epperly. So, Katie, thank you so much. I've been composting scraps since you gave it to me, and I don't know, there's just something that feels good about it. All right, so those 2 eggs, whoa, I'm gonna make a mess. Just gonna lightly beat them. Ooh, you like that? Yeah, you do. Ooh, you dirty little piggy. But I'm not, I'm a chicken. Whatever. Dirty little piggy, boom. 2 eggs, 1 container of yogurt. I'm gonna take that container, let's get rid of this. This will make a hot mess. This yogurt, plop, plop. Again, I'm not a brand person on this. This is what was left. You wouldn't believe, again, what people are hoarding. I'm like plain yogurt. And again, I don't like to use a ton because it's not something that I use a lot. Again, this is more of a treat. As you all know, I do try and have a nice, healthy, balanced diet. It's important to me. And to that, I'm just going to add those 2 eggs. And we're going to start to mix. Oh, what do I have here for that? Beautiful. So again, it's so basic. So you don't want to over mix, and this is one of those things where, to me, this particular recipe can get a little lumpy. So I'll just end up adding some water to it. But because I do have a sweet tooth, ta-da, and you can see it already here. Yes, that would be honey. Henny, you want some honey, Henny? I do want some honey. Do you, Henny? Okay, Henny. So yeah, this is, I would say it's a moist mixture, but it's still pretty dry. So I'm going to continue working this in. I have 5 more minutes for that preheated oven. Okay, this looks pretty good. Hi, Milo. His boy is ready for a walk. And again, I guess you could go 1/3 of a cup, unless, or you're me, you're gonna do this because it's just easier. I just like to see. Oh yeah, it looks so good. You're probably like, whoa. Yep, this is gonna be some sweet cornbread, and I'm okay with that. So again, mine is feeling a little dry right now, so I'm going to grab a 1/4 cup of water, and I am just going to add little dashes of it until I kind of get the consistency I want. You're not looking for quite like a cake batter. It's not going to look like that, so don't expect that. It's going to, well, I guess it's kind of cakey. Look, I'm trying to pretend like I've got my own cooking show. Like, simmer down, queen. Yeah, you know what? That 1/4 cup was on point. So again, I'm just looking to make a nice, if you've never made it before, it's actually, that's more of it. It's like a paste. Let's go with that. I will say it's a paste. So, oh yeah, looks good. Again, oh, I should be switching just so I'm getting that no wonder my right side's stronger than my left side, because all I do, I bet I should try and make a recipe left-handed. What do you think, Chad? How terrible would I be? Probably just as terrible as I am right-handed. All right, so I'm just going to clean that off. Back to my dish. Again, whatever pan works for you. And I am just going to, voila. You're looking beautiful. You too. All right, so it is now settling in. I'm so excited to have some chili tonight, even though, like I said, I know it's, it's warming up. We're getting to spring. Today's going to be 60, but when I woke up, it was like 30 something when I started training at 6 a.m. So again, I did wash my hands. I actually have it in one of the outtakes. Boom. And then I do this little, I let this sit for sometimes 3 minutes or so to settle into the pan, depending on what pan you can. This is another thing that I do. It kind of takes the air bubbles out. Probably a professional baker or chef would be like, don't do that. But I've always done it and I've never had a problem. So, all right, that's it. Look at that. So that is it. Like I said, I've got 2 more minutes on the preheat. Once that beeps, I'm going to put it in for 20 minutes. You might, depending on your stove, you could always set your timer for 15, take a peek in on it. 20 for sure, and then sometimes 25 with some ovens. And then it's typically, I have one here, good old-fashioned toothpick, or if you have the, whatever the fancy metal ones, you can always use a knife, but you're just going to poke it. When it comes out dry, it's done. And that's it. That's a quick, easy cornbread, a sweet honey cornbread. You could add, I think, like little peppers. I'm sure, again, do what you want to it. This was just an idea for you, and I hope you enjoy it. And again, thanks for joining me, and have a great day.